questions, here we have a super node. We cannot solve with only KCL. We have to use KCL and KVL. And if the voltage is applied in the, suppose if the voltage is applied, if this is not the current source, is the voltage source. If the voltage source is here, then the voltage at this node equal to the voltage at given source. If the voltage source is 10 volts, then the node also have 10 volts. So when we have a voltage source lie between the reference node and non-reference node, then the non-reference node will have the same voltage as voltage source. But if this is not the case, when the voltage source lies in between two non-reference nodes, this is the two non-reference node. Non-reference reference node is this one. Remember that reference node is this one. So how to solve these problems? Let's do the first thing that what we have to do. We can do like this to solve these problems. We take a, let's take example that first we make this nodes as a single node. This one we make a single node. As I show you that we short the voltage source, this becomes a single node. So what are the currents entering in this node? This is the entering, this is the leaving, this is leaving, and this is also leaving. So 2 amperes is entering, and rest of the currents are leaving. So we have the equation becomes very simple. The 2 is on the left side entering, and the right side is I1 plus I2 equal to 7. I1 plus I2 equal to 7. So we have this one. So if I ask you what is I1, so very easy answers that V1 divided by 2 is I1, right? V2 divided by 4 is I2. So we have this formula V1 minus 0 divided by 2 plus V1 minus 0 divided by 4 becomes I2. So if we solve this equation, so we have, I'll write it here. So if we take the LCM 4, so we have 2V1 minus V2 plus 28 equal to 2. So we have 8 equal to 2V1 plus V2 plus 28. Then we can solve it, then we shift this value on the right side, so it becomes minus 20. Okay, so what we have done, we calculate, because we have two unknown variables, so we calculate the value of V2 in term of V1. We can also write it in one line, it's not a big issue, we can also write it. So V1, so this is the equation 1. For now we already apply because we don't have any other node, only we have one node. After applying the super node, there is no other node than this. So now we have to apply KVL. So this is we always remember that this is the reference node is negative and the non-reference is positive. Reference is negative, this is the positive. So the current is flowing in this direction. So I is flowing in this direction. So what is the KVL? The KVL becomes minus V1, then the source minus V1, then again from minus, so minus 2, and again go from plus, so it becomes V2. So we have minus V1, 2 minus 2, and plus V2 equal to 0. So we can calculate V2 on this side, from this side as well. So if we put V2 from here to here, so we will have the equation that minus 20 minus 2V1 equal to V1 plus 2. And as we know that we have only one variable, so we can solve these variables. Minus 20 minus 2 equal to V1 plus 2V1, and then we have minus 22 V is equals to 3V1, and then minus 22 divided by 3 is equals to V1 is equals 7.33. So this is the variable of V. Once we have a V1, we can also calculate the V2 very easily. So this is the value of V2. So this is a problem when we have a super node. So remember that when we have a super node, you must short the super node first to apply KCL. Once we apply KCL in all the nodes, then we will move forward toward the KVL. Okay, let's take another question. As we know that this is, as we have super node, one node here, one node here. So when we have a two super nodes, so let's take a diagram first to understand this. So as you can see, the first node, we have to short the first node, this is I2, this is I1, this is I3. This is the assumption. You can take also I3 from this side. Whatever the current direction you select is your choice. You can select the current direction. So this is I5, this is I4. So which are the, we have the same question, which for the nodal analysis we have two nodes. So at this node, what are the currents entering is equals to the current leaving in this side. This current entering is I3 and the current leaving is I2, I1, and also the 10 amperes entering here. So I3 plus 10 equal to the I1 into I2. You can say that I3 plus 10 equal to I2 plus I1. So I hope you understand that. As we see that I2 and I1 is leaving, so on the right side, and the entering is I3 and 10 ampere is on the left side. So okay. So what is the value of I2? I2 is V1. V1. Don't consider that it's combined. So we cannot use V2. Is basically for the similar analysis we shorted. But what is the node? The I2 is the voltage across the resistance R2, and which is the resistance voltage is V1 divided by minus V1 minus 0 divided by 2. So is the voltage across the resistance 2 ohm resistance. V3 minus V2 divided by 6 is I3. For I1 is moving from here, so means V1 minus V4 divided by 3. This one is V3 minus 0 divided by 4. V4 is V4 divided by 0 minus V4 divided by 1 is also, because minus 0 is that has no impact. So this is the way we can just put the values according to the equation. So we have, this is I3 is V3 minus V2 divided by 6 plus 10 equal to V1 minus V4 divided by 3 plus V1 upon 2. So we just take a LCM and we simplify the equation. When we simplify the equation, this answer becomes V1, V2, V3, V4. We have total 4 variables currently, V1. So for applying at the node 2, so what are the nodes applying at node 2? So I5 is leaving, I4 is leaving, I3 is leaving, 3, 4, 5 is leaving, I1 is entering only. I1 is equals to I3 plus I4 plus I5, and we know that I1 is equals to V1 minus V4 divided by 3 and equal to V3 minus V2 divided by 6, and we have I4 is equals to V4 upon 1 and I5 is equals to V3 upon 4. I5 is equals to V3 upon 4 as we discussed earlier. So we simplify the equation again, and we take LCMs and we calculate it, so it becomes the equation number 2. So we have 2 equations, we need 4 equations. So the another ones, because we already exposed all the nodes, so what we have to do, we have to calculate the loops, case KVL. So here we have, when we create a loop, so we have one loop, we have another loop here, and we have another loop at the top. So we have 3 loops because of 3 sources. So V1 plus 20 or minus V1 plus 20 plus V2. Here minus V3 plus 3Vx plus V4. Vx is equal to this one. Okay, 3Vx, and we have the loops will have here minus 20V goes up plus 3Vx, again minus Vx plus Vx minus 3Vx, and here the resistance across the voltage across the 6 ohm resistors. So the voltage across the 6 ohm resistor is you can say V3 minus V2, and voltage, what is Vx? Vx is actually a current is flowing from here. So Vx equal to actually Vx actually a V1 minus V4, and voltage across 6 ohm resistor is equals to V2 minus V3. So we have three loops equation as I discussed. We have minus v1 plus 20 plus v2. We have another loops. We have loop 2 minus v3 plus 3vx plus 4v4. This one you can see that. And for the third equation we have minus 20 plus vx minus 3vx, and for voltage across the 6 ohm. So we have 6i3, you can say, right? Because i3 is a loop. So same is the 6 ohm. So we already know the i3. We already know the voltage across 6 ohm resistors is equal to v2 minus v3, and vx is equal to v1 minus v4. So we have another equation of v1, v2, v3 and v4. So currently we have one equation, two equation. So we can say that this is the third equation. We can say that this is the fourth equation. We can say that this is the fifth equation, because we just put a vx value here and we know that the vx is equal to v1 minus v4. So we do know, because if you can also solve using vx. So when we have vx, so we have v1, v2, v3, v4 and vx. So we have 5 unknown variables. So we can have 5 equations. We already have 5 equations, but the matrix become 5 by 5 from equation 3, that v2 equal to v1 minus 20. This is equation 3. So I can write here equation 3, that we calculate this one. So we put to equation 1. So we remove v2 from equation 1. From we put it equation 2. So we have equation, this is equation number 6, this is equation number 7. So we have equation number v1 4, we have equation 6 and equation 7. So we have minus 3 minus 1 minus 2, 3 minus 1 minus 2. We have here 6 minus 1 minus 1 minus 2, and 6 minus 5 minus 16. So we have v1, v3, v4, and we calculate, this is the constant on the right side. So we have similarly we use the technique to calculate the Cramer's rule, and using the Cramer's rule we calculate the delta, and we just take a mod, or you can say determinant of this matrix becomes delta. If we replace with the first column become delta 1, if we replace delta 2, second column becomes delta 2, if we replace with first column become delta 1, if we replace with delta 2, and if we replace with delta 3. So we also know that the delta, the v1 is equals to delta 1 divided by delta, v2 is equals to delta 2 divided by delta, and v3 is equals to delta 3 upon delta. So similarly we have delta 1, we have delta, we have delta 1, we have delta 3, and we have delta 4. We just calculate the delta 1 by delta is v1, delta 3 by delta is become v3, and delta 4 by delta is become v4. We already have v1, v2 and v3. So what the only remaining, because we don't consider the vx, we reduce the vx. So already in VA we reduce the vx into v1 and v4. So we don't have vx, no need to calculate. You can calculate vx if you have v1 and v2. v1 have v4. So currently we have v2 remaining. So we have, if we calculate the v2 is v1 minus 20. So we calculate the we put the v1 26 minus 20 becomes 67.6 volts. So becomes this is the way we calculate the super nodes problems.